Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of eXpose Experience. Today episode is brought to you by Mamilani Potato Chips. They have also Jamu. Check out their Facebook and Instagram page. And today we are happy to have Daryl with us again.
Yay!
Hello everyone, thank
Hey.
you for having me.
How are you, Daryl?
I've been great. It's been a while since I've seen you guys.
Yeah, I think the last time we chat was on Facebook like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I went to check, the date. It was exactly 5 months ago, I think.
Wow,
Yeah, 5 months ago.
that long?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2 months.
No, 5 months. We were still in
Yeah.
phase 1, I think. Yeah, phase 1.
It's already November tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Think about
Oh
it.
yeah, correct, right.
Yeah.
So the last time we chatted with you, we asked you how did the circuit breaker affect you in communicating with your clients, and you were saying that you did it through Zoom and phone calls. So are things getting back normal for you after phase 2?
So, okay, maybe I give a bit of introduction for those
Yeah.
who don't really know me. My name is Daryl. I am a senior financial consultant with Prudential. So I've been in the finance industry for about 6 years already. So COVID really affected my line of work, because we are a people business, right? So we had to meet a lot of clients, but we have since adapted, at least for me, I've since adapted to and transited fully into a digital platform. So we meet our clients online right now via Zoom most of the time. So I spent the last couple of months, trying to perfect that whole digital thing lah. Yeah. So but the last few months I also focus a lot on myself, personal development. I spend a lot of time like learning, going for courses online, even in areas that are not within my expertise. I learned digital marketing, I learned data analysis, and I got certified as an English teacher.
Wow.
Yeah. I know, it's funny, right? But yeah, I was exploring so many things because it was a good time for me to.
Right.
I think it's good because there
Yeah.
are some funds, some grants out there that
Yeah.
can sort of like cover some of your costs that you take online, right?
Yeah, exactly. You go for courses and they pay you money.
Pay you to learn.
Yeah, they pay you to learn. Oh my
It
god. that's-
used to be you pay to go attend, and then
Yeah.
you lose your opportunity to go to work or some business.
Exactly. So where can you find that, right?
That's good. So today we want to talk a little bit more about financial for the younger generations. Means like her herself.
Me too.
Yeah, okay, let's put it maybe from 18 to 30, the early stage of your career.
Use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rather than people like me, like mid 30s and above, we already have some things in place lah.
Yes.
I think a lot of a lot of people has no much information for them to how they start investing early.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you can share with us, like maybe for like Zoo or her friends or those people in NS, how do they start to start saving at that point a little bit, and then it grew up after 5-10 years down the road.
Yeah. So what I do is not only pure insurance, it's also about wealth accumulation. Which a lot of young people, they're all very savvy these days, but they don't really know what, and they have a lot of
Yeah.
options actually, but they don't really know what to choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my clients, right? Or let me give you an example for myself. When I started, it was when I was about 19 years old. So that was about 10 over years ago, about 10 years lah. And I started with a simple like savings plan. Okay, so I just put in a small amount of money every month, and up to today, I'm still paying for it. So, first of all, you really need to obviously have like a form of income, so that money comes in every month in the form of salary. And second of all, you need to have a discipline to
Okay.
save money lah. Yeah. As to how much to save, this one is all down to each individual. So everyone's unique. So I normally plan for my clients according to their circumstances lah. But yeah, there's always a lot of instruments for you to put your money so that you can make your money work for you, so to speak. Yeah.
So you started when you were in NS.
Yes, exactly. So
It must be tough, right? Because NS allowance is kind of
Yeah.
low lah. So
Yeah.
you actually set aside maybe $50 or $100 a month for saving.
out of that measle amount.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. So back then my days I was getting about 420 a month as allowance from the army. I know it's still higher than maybe your generation or the
Yeah.
generation before,
Correct. Yeah.
but I managed to survive somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to survive. And I set aside a sum of money out of that amount to start a savings plan lah. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah. Up
So
to
it's
today lah.
up to today.
Yes.
Of
Yeah.
course, you won't be saving the same amount now, lah.
Yes, correct.
You will
yes,
increase
yes,
because
yes.
now you are working
Yeah,
and things like that. I
yeah.
think it's a good advice for a lot of NS guys.
Yes.
Because my time is like nobody talk to me like, uh, would you like to save up some money? Because it's kind of pathetic lah. My time was like $240
Yeah.
allowance per month. So
Yeah.
if I set aside $50, I already have to give up a lot of things in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we take bus, that itself also costs us money already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
A lot of things were free though, like my food, and sometimes I had to
Yes.
stay in, so accommodation was free.
Yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah.
spend a lot.
For me, I don't
Yeah.
stay in, so
Yeah.
there are day-to-day costs after I POP, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it adds up to the cost lah. Because
Okay.
we still have to eat like 3 meals a day outside and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of difficult. No
Yeah.
no free food in the canteen
Correct.
or mess.
Yeah, yeah.
If I were to compare me and my boyfriend, because I'm an intern outside, my boyfriend is in camp all the time. Legit, like my cash in versus cash out, right? The balance is always back to zero. Because I need to like go out, eat, then I also have time to socialize also,
Yeah,
which is
correct.
also important.
Mm.
Then yeah, like
You get
every-
enticed lah because you walk past, hey, the bubble
Yeah
tea like
lah.
calling me, the potato chip like calling me. I try to walk away today, kind,
Yeah.
but tomorrow same route.
but
Yeah, yeah. I
NS
totally
is-
understand. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's
So-
all about discipline. Do you really need it? You ask yourself the question whenever you see, like, maybe this bag of potato chips. Do you really need it?
the monthly 11 don't know what.
A sale,
Delete
yeah.
the app.
Yeah, delete the app.
Grab also one thing.
Delete the Grab
Delete
app.
the app.
Yeah, take bus.
Cannot.
Yeah, because you lose the privilege after graduation, right? Student price.
Yeah, because I also lost my student card also, so I cannot like
Yeah.
cheat,
So you
you know,
cannot eat the
with
like the
like
student
the
meal when
meal.
you go out lah.
like
Really?
yeah, I miss my time.
Oh.
Legit like I miss it like
So maybe like what you say, today is 31st October. Maybe tomorrow onwards you start to put aside $50 of your intern do they call it allowance or salary?
I don't know. It's just
Or whatever
I
it
think
is.
it's allowance lah,
Yeah,
more of the
then
allowance.
consider saving the $50 a month. Maybe you can come out something after 5 years.
Yes.
mm.
These plans were made for people like us who have no discipline.
Yeah, but in general, like these plans, like,
Mm.
I don't know like how to choose. How do I start? Because
Yeah.
it's like you watch Netflix,
Yeah.
got so many that but you don't know how to choose that
Mm.
kind. Then this kind like also like so nitty gritty, you know.
Yeah.
Then like like you really don't understand the terms.
Yes.
Then
yes.
like
Yeah. And then you realize everything you spend, right? You
Mm.
accumulate, then it becomes a very huge amount.
mm,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like for me, because I always save up all the coins that from my trip out, right? Every day I'll just empty the
Yeah.
container.
Yeah.
Like maybe after a few months I count the coins like $500.
So much.
Yeah, because you just dump. Once I dump it, I don't take it out to use because
Ah.
I hate bringing out coins. So
okay.
end up, the day I count, $500 and not bad.
That's a
it's that
lot.
Yeah.
compounding.
Yeah, but then again you think, hey, I need to deposit the coin. They're gonna charge me.
How do they do it?
You
There's
have
a
to bring to the machine, right?
Oh yeah.
So like some banks they charge you $15 or more after certain pieces of coin. Pieces of coin.
Even 5-cent little ones.
Yeah,
also
so
they
it's
count.
considered one piece.
Oh wow.
So maybe first 1,000 is $5,
Uh-huh.
then subsequent 1,000 is more.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I learned. You save, but you still have to contribute some funds to go and deposit in, or unless you take it to go and change with the hawker or the store, but
Maybe,
a lot
yeah,
of work.
yeah.
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 So like cause I mean all these things is like basic saving things,
Mm.
right? Like it's kind of like just put in money, but really like okay, the discipline thing is
Yes,
one thing.
yes.
But then like just exactly how do these like plans all work? Cause we're just damn clueless. There's I mean there are so much resources,
Yeah. Yeah.
but maybe like what's the actionables that we can take into account
Okay.
that's important.
For youth, right, you are all very blessed because you're in an era of information, you know. You have so much information everywhere. You can get access to the information by just Googling. You know, back in my days, you know, it was still not that prominent, you know.
Okay.
First thing but the thing is, with so many choices, you also don't really know what to choose
Yeah.
because there's just too many choices. So what I mean, I feel like if you have someone trusted, right, like a trusted advisor, financial advisor, for example, myself, you can speak with them directly and ask them and tell them what your needs are, you know, and ask them how they can improve their financial situation, for example. They will speak to you for free, one. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to pay a financial advisor or buy anything to speak with a financial advisor. Yeah, I'm sure most of them would
Okay.
gladly want to speak with you. You know, yeah.
I think most important, you must feel comfortable with the
Exactly.
person you are
Yes.
discussing. So sometimes you
Exactly.
have the like, gut feel, hey, not very comfortable with this guy
Yeah,
or
yeah,
this
yeah.
girl, right?
That
Then
is
say,
so
okay,
important.
then you might say, I want to seek a different opinion for another person,
Okay.
right?
Correct. Yeah, that's very important.
Actually, I just realized got this trend upcoming since the past few months. A lot of these financial advisors, right, they pop up on Instagram,
Oh yeah.
on LinkedIn.
Because too much time at home, then they see people do a copy.
No, then like I mean like okay, not only like this platform, then they will
Yeah.
create content about informative
Yes.
content about these things
Correct.
and all. So like, is that like one avenue? I don't know, cause legit on my social media, like my Instagram, some people reach out to me,
Yes.
and I mean I just follow back because they
Yes.
provide like good content about
Yes.
money and all those.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is one trend that I noticed also this year, especially, you know, everyone is trying to be digital and going online, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can actually start by following these, I don't know what you call them, these influencers, or yeah, you can follow them. If you think that the content is good, you have to obviously vet through the content. You can follow them and see what they have to offer. Yeah, even for myself, I also have my own Facebook page and LinkedIn page. I try to give as much information and content to my clients and to my followers, because I believe in sharing what I know with other people. Yeah,
Okay.
because all these things, you really need it, but sometimes you don't really know where to find the information, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are just so many sources. So number one thing, like what Ricky said, find someone that you feel that you can trust to speak with. That's so important.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, for me, on a personal basis, if I want to find news or learn more stuff, seriously, Google, I can find everything. Yeah, I just Google what is this, what is that. I just Google it to find a basic understanding. Then I speak with someone to further my understanding. Yeah, I think you can go that route, or y'all can just reach out to me. You know, I'll be glad to share, with no obligations. Yeah.
Yeah, we do catch up on a regular basis, no?
Yeah.
Because last time it's like when we want to meet up, right? Hey, which day are you free? What time are you free? Very difficult. Because I know him a long time. So I say, hey, let's get on Zoom lah. You know, after dinner, you know, the kid go to sleep. I say, hey, let's talk over Zoom lah. 8:30 or 9 p.m. right? Then we just sit down, catch up. You know, on this is the current situation. Is there anything I need to change? Or I got some questions that I want to ask because, like he said, I've been reading online, right? Google. Sometimes go to the page and read. And I ask him, okay, I saw this. What is this about? Can you enlighten me? Or government sometimes come out new plan, right?
Yeah.
Using CPF or all this. Then I say, what is this? Then that's how we catch up lah.
Exactly.
There's no like say the moment you talk, right, means must buy something.
Exactly.
Means must spend money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if that's the you feel it's coming from a person, right? Then you are not the right person. You are supposed to like so guide me what is the best practice to achieve the goal. If I keep asking you pumping out more money, it's weird already.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like you go
correct.
to market want to buy chai sim, right? Then the uncle say, hey, the kailan also nice. the spring onion also nice. Then it's like, yeah, I want to buy chai sim only.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Everyone is different lah. Like everyone, you mean every advisor or every so-called investment guru, they all have their own style. They all have their own way of like teaching people. But that's why trust and relationship is very important. This is something I build with all my clients. So I'm sure you have someone like a brother or a sister or cousin who should be in this line or should know someone who's in this line. Maybe you can first reach out to that person, but obviously don't put. I mean, for me, I'm a very safe guy. I don't put any money, don't buy anything first lah. Just go and talk to him, see what kind of person he is, and see what kind of advice he can give you. If you feel like you can click and connect with him, then I advise you to, go the next step. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because when you buy something, it's not or you want to do savings, you have to think long term. Maybe for the past few months you are able to save $50 a month, for example.
Okay.
But you maybe in the next few months you got more commitment because time to pay your Netflix annual subscription.
Yeah.
You know, your
My K-pop dance costumes.
yes,
Oh,
correct.
yes,
Then you
yes.
realize, for next few months I cannot save $50. Then how? So maybe I
Exactly.
start with $10 instead.
Exactly.
Yeah, then
exactly.
save up, save up.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So there must be a foresight to your planning lah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Correct.
very insightful. because
Yeah.
these
I think
things-
like that's why I was telling Daryl earlier on. But I mean, for my age group of people, we have been through that earlier a few years ago. So we probably know more of the things. But for the younger generation, you are facing a different scenario because some are just started out working for the especially more for the girls. The guys will be in the camp right now, tekong, training.
Yeah.
So they also don't know when should they invest or save up.
Okay.
They think that
okay.
NS means no bolui
No-
one lah.
yeah, no
Then how to
money.
save? But the
Yeah.
$50 a month,
Yeah,
I think is a very good start. Yeah.
Very-
Yeah.
If I know it back then, I think I will try.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very insightful because I think a lot of the wariness that we have is like the reason maybe why we are so like not very open is just because of the whole money issue. Like we don't have anything. Then like
I
what is
think
all
it's
this
more
also?
when you speak to a person, right?
Yeah.
Just be honest. Or I'm making so much a month. I have my commitment for the family is so much a month. I think I can only come out this much. If the person tell you, don't bother lah, you're not gonna save up any money, then I think you are wrong lah. You're a wrong person to advise
Exactly.
me. Yeah.
So which is why like it brings me to this point. What is financial planning, right? Like financial planning is a whole process of evaluating and managing your finances to plan ahead so that you can reach whatever financial goals you have. So a proper advisor, right? Like me, right? We will go through everything step by step. When I meet my clients, it's always a series of things that I will speak with them. It's not about pushing a product for you to buy. It's about evaluating, okay, what is your financial health right now? How much are you earning every month? Do you have any debts, any liabilities that you pay every month? And then from there, we identify the gaps that you have, what's missing, and what can we do to help you reach your goal. So it's very in-depth one. It's like going to a doctor for a checkup, a
Okay.
health checkup.
Yeah.
But instead of physically, it's financially. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you find a good advisor, he will do this whole process with you thoroughly. And then you would, it will be very unlikely that you face a situation where you run out of money because you already plan ahead. You already know, 10 years later, I will still be around this, getting around this salary. Even worst case scenario, I don't have money. What's going to happen? I already plan ahead. Yeah. So this is it's really in depth. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, very insightful.
Of course, when you start to earn more later on in your career, you can readjust the kind of savings that you want, right? So because you are earning more, but
Yeah,
right now
correct.
you're planning based on what you have.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I think it's very
Yeah.
good. So if you are earning more but you still cannot save $50, then there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
That is bad financial planning.
Exactly.
Yeah, bad
Yeah.
habits.
Yes, correct. But nowadays, a lot of things can share. Netflix account can share. Like four friend can share one account, right? I think they're going to
Yeah.
increase the price again. Yes.
Because I do use my account. My boyfriend use my account more than me.
Yeah, that's why I share with my friends. It's a grey area,
Yeah.
but we still use, works fine.
Yeah.
And then
correct.
sometimes
It
we
works fine.
share other things.
Yeah.
Last time difficult,
Yeah.
not cloud based, not internet based, very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why now I see more people have Netflix account.
Yes,
Then
exactly.
they don't have the Mio TV or StarHub or whatever. Then they save a lot of money. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about discipline, really about
Yeah,
discipline.
not easy
yeah.
It's not if it's easy, everybody will be saving.
Yeah.
It's true,
Yeah.
because you're enticed, the new K-pop album is out, okay, nowadays don't buy
Yeah.
album, you buy
Wait.
digital copy, right?
No, we just stream lor. Just
Wow, worst
yeah,
stream. Don't even spend a single cent.
It's just
So okay, my time must buy album, Let's say got new album, must buy. If not, back then MP3 still not common, illegal, but the legit one don't have, So you have to
Yeah.
buy album. So if $18, $20,
I
sometimes they two
remember that.
CDs like
Oh,
$30.
Okay, I vaguely remember albums,
yeah.
physical copy.
But when we buy, we never say, hey, will I have money to eat? Just buy because I like.
Yeah.
But we want
Yeah.
to save the $30. Hey, how come? Why must I save the $30? I want to eat something like
Exactly.
McDonald's today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Want to enjoy life.
I think the time has changed. Now I think it will be even a better time for the younger generation to save. Because things are more available for free. because that's how the brands want to reach out to you.
Mm.
You know, that's how you save up lah. You know, instead of buying CD now, you don't have to buy, like what you say, stream on YouTube, right? Because they are on YouTube,
Yes.
so you save that $30 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do know like a lot of young adults in their 20s, like
Mm.
yourself, right? They approach me and ask a lot of questions these days. They are very curious as to how they, can better manage their money and what kind of insurance are out there. What do they have to get? I do note an increasing trend this year and last year. Yeah.
I remember starting to ask around my colleague who was a lot more older than me. He about insurance also, because I zero clue. Then he was like, "Oh, you need to get this. Then I'm like, very confused.
Which is good lah, because you feel
Yeah.
like he's giving you too much information,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you sort of selectively, oh, he bought this, why? Then you ask
Yeah.
yourself, maybe do I need
Exactly.
this or not? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm too young, I don't need this.
Yeah. The why is important.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
do you have to
yeah.
buy it?
Yeah. So then, like for youngsters, then what are some of the things that we should look out for? Maybe like I don't know, like I think it was like accident or something is quite important, or like health, because especially when you're young, it's best lah. I don't know. That's what he told me last year that I still remember.
Yeah, I think there are some things that you
Yeah.
purchase while you're younger, you pay a lower premium,
Definitely.
or,
Yes.
or
yes.
it costs you lesser money
Yeah.
lah.
Yeah.
But do you really need is also a very subjective
Exactly.
thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's always best to speak to somebody who is
Mm.
professionally trained,
Yes.
so they can
Okay.
answer you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So like across the board, then what do you think are like some of the more important things that we should think about, like in terms of
Okay.
plans and whatnot?
Okay. So for youngsters like you, right? Seriously, I always advise, right, getting your first policy as soon as you start working. Okay, because that's when you draw salary, you have a salary, and insurance is something that you need to pay every month or every year. So you need money to sustain the plan. So
Okay.
yeah, if you don't have money, then it's hard to sustain. That's the first step lah. But what I always recommend to my clients, right, is always get like something to cover their medical bills in the form of a hospital plan, because
Okay.
that's the most it's very expensive lah. Medical expenses in Singapore super expensive. And in fact, medical inflation every year is about 10% every year. So it's very expensive. If you don't have the sufficient amount of coverage, you might not be able to, whatever you have been saving along the years might just be wiped out, basically, because you have to pay for the bills. So that is number one for sure. Yeah.
And I think the sort of misconception say, oh, because I'm young, I'm less likely to be ill, right?
Oh yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think I was thinking such back then
Yes.
like this when I was in 20. Too young lah. How can I have heart problem or liver problem or things like
Exactly,
that, right?
exactly. But you see the trend these days. You read the news all around. Like young people are getting all these things as well.
Because
You never
eat
thought.
the bubble tea,
Yeah,
fried chicken,
lifestyle.
the
Different
Korean
lifestyle.
fried chicken.
Yeah.
Bubble tea every day,
Yeah,
all
the
day.
sugar
Three
level.
times a day.
Yeah, 3 times a day.
3 times? Oh my god.
I have a friend.
Oh my God.
You know, one cup of bubble tea got 18 tablespoons of sugar,
Uh-huh.
because it's all the tapioca also.
That's
Oh my
you know,
God.
I only realized the bubble contain a lot of sugar during the circuit breaker because a lot of people make their own, right?
Uh-huh.
Because they
Yeah.
close, they
Yeah,
consider
yeah,
bubble tea not
yeah.
essential.
Yeah.
So they DIY. Then I saw this radio DJ she was doing, right? Then she said, oh, you need to put this sugar. So that's why the bubble is brown in color because it contains a lot of
Oh
sugar.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh
Then I realized it's worse than the sugar they put in the drink because it contains more sugar in the bubble than
wow.
the drink.
Yeah.
And then they
Oh,
top
wow.
up more bubble, right? Then you realize, oh, very nice,
Oh
very nice.
my god.
Then from that video I watched, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I cut down bubble tea a lot.
Yes.
A
yeah.
lot. Really a lot. Nowadays, when I drink bubble tea, I always think back about the video. I don't know why it haunt me that bad.
So much sugar can't be healthy in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct,
for
yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. Oh, I never knew bubble tea was like contained so much sugar within the pearls.
Yeah, you should do a search. Maybe I should find that video and try to find a video and share.
Bubble tea.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And bubble tea is a big thing with it.
Yeah.
the
It's
younger
almost like
generation.
a trend, like a culture, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, okay, so in terms of like bubble tea and money, right? Like, I think in my company they were saying like, we were thinking of things. Then like, they say like, oh, like youths, they are willing to spend on $6 bubble tea, right?
Yeah.
So then in my head I was like, yes, yeah, we willing to spend on $6 a bubble tea, but cannot save.
Yeah, yeah.
I like pinpoint
Exactly.
myself.
Yeah.
Can buy bubble tea, but cannot save. What is this?
Because
yeah?
you don't see the amount going out one shot. It's like $6 today. Then you feel guilty. I don't want to buy for next 2 days. Then the third day, another $6.
Yes.
So end of the month, you realize, hey, $60. But I want to save $50. Now I spend $60. Yeah.
So it all boils down to your own personal discipline.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Okay, you need to
So,
take note.
so to continue your point earlier on, you share with her, she should, as the younger generation should start to get their first plan when they start working.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is
Because
important.
it's cash flow is important. If you don't have the cash flow to sustain the plan, the plan cannot continue, and then the plan will lapse, and then you don't want to waste money like that, right? So I always say
Okay.
the first thing is you have to have some form of income, lah. Whatever it is,
Okay.
even if you are doing part time or something or internship, so you can sustain the plan. And the
Okay.
second point that I think is quite important is about like the earlier you get, the premium tends to be cheaper. Because when you're
Okay.
younger, the risk of you getting all the illnesses and whatnot, right, is lower,
Right.
lah. I mean, obviously, it's
Mm.
lower, and therefore premium is cheaper. So you can get it in at a cheaper price, then why not? Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think that also for ladies, they'll probably will like to look at more different coverage later on in as they grew older lah. Because
Yeah.
women,
Yeah.
you do have women issues also
Yes.
that
Yes.
you want to be covered
Yes.
against lah. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Women and men have different set of problems when it comes to the health. Yeah. So like if you look at statistics, right, like last year, right, you know what's the number one killer for women?
No.
It's
Zero.
cardiovascular diseases, leh. That means like
Heart
heart
problem, yeah.
issues, leh.
Ah.
Yeah, it used to be like breast cancer and all that,
Oh,
but last
really?
year it was heart issues.
Is it all because
Yeah.
of diet? I don't
Yeah,
know.
the bubble
maybe,
tea lah.
yes, maybe. Diet, stress,
Stress.
Yeah.
Stress is very.
stress, yes, over the long run.
And I think during this period, people are more stressed because they work at home longer hours.
Exactly.
Wow.
Work with the noisy husband, the noisy kids at home. Then it's like,
You forget it's your.
Is
you
it a
passed
personal
out already.
experience?
I would say yes. Because the
Yeah,
thing is,
same.
you are confined in one area.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So
Intern also.
you feel very tense up lah, because you won't spend you are being restricted. You are not able to go outside
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
often. Then you go out,
Yeah.
must wear mask. Then some people say, I don't wear the mask, very hot, so I stay at home.
Mm.
But they
Correct
don't
lah.
realize it
Yeah.
tends to build up lah.
The
That's true.
mental switch lah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Station.
Yeah.
Like my bed is just over here, where I do work there, so like I
Yeah.
can't.
Then your bed calling you, oh, you want to come and sleep? Then it's like,
Then after that my work hours until 10 p.m.
Yeah.
because I go sleep.
yeah.
Yeah. But true lah. Health. Then for men?
For men, if I'm not wrong, it's cancer, colon cancer. Yeah. Yeah.
And cancer is also on the rise.
Yeah. Cancer is very, very.
And it's now hitting young people at a younger age
Yeah.
compared to last time. Last time you say, oh, you have this problem likely when you reach 50, 55.
Yes,
so
yes.
nowadays you see people as young as 20, they start having these problems.
Exactly.
You, I go back to the point I said, a misconception. People think I'm young, I won't have this problem.
No.
So it's ignored and then
Yeah.
things burst out. You found
Yeah.
out accidentally, maybe through a checkup for
Yes.
other
Yeah.
things.
Yes.
Then you find,
Exactly.
it's quite scary. Actually,
Yeah.
sometimes you think about, right?
It's very scary.
Yeah.
And once you contract such illnesses, right, you may not be able to get insurance anymore. The companies will not
Right.
accept you
Yeah,
anymore because you
yeah.
already have the illness and
Right,
it's a risk
yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think because my own family, because I help my parents liars, right? I think she was mentioning something like that. Now I better understand things. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I don't charge free of charge.
Because I legit like they were talking there like, huh? What does this mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sometimes you might not absorb immediately where they are sharing you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, too much information already.
Then I
That-
need to translate to Malay somehow.
Correct, yeah. And then later on when you listen to other people talk, they say, yeah, the day I hear the explanation, this is what you are
Yes,
saying.
exactly.
Then it brings you back, and then you start thinking, I think I need to look further into this
Yeah.
to better understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just need to engage in these sort of conversations a bit more. I
So
think,
start young
Yes.
is the best
Yeah.
advice from Daryl.
yeah.
Definitely
Start young in saving, start young in
Yeah.
insuring yourself.
Yes, yes. Have a conversation like that with people that you trust, lah. Basically, you know. I feel it's important to have this kind of conversations. It used to be a taboo, you know, when we talk about insurance. The older generations don't like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, correct.
You know,
Oh,
it's
really?
pantang or something, you know.
Oh.
But these days
such thing.
people are open People want to be educated. People want information. You know,
Yeah.
and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We all know the importance of it.
That's why you are seeing more
Exactly.
videos on Instagram. They will explain
Yeah.
to you because to
Yeah.
reach out to more people means they are educated. They get better leads from there. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Better
yes.
informed
Yes,
decisions.
yes.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for
Yeah.
your time, Daryl.
No problem.
Pleased to speak to you again.
Yeah, very
Hopefully we
pleased.
will sit down again to answer more other questions.
Oh yes.
So
please.
if anybody have any questions related to
Yes.
savings or how to insure yourself
Mm-hmm.
early, do reach out. Leave your questions in the comment. Reach out to us. We
Right.
will sit down with Daryl again to answer all these questions.
Mm.
So thank you very much again for joining us in this episode of eXpose Experience. Today's episode is brought to you by Mamilani Potato Chips here.
Potato chips.
So follow their Facebook and Instagram page, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.